I'm not gonna say that. I guess a new video started. I guess this is gonna be two videos. I'm recording on my phone. I'm not saying that people having access to guns isn't part of the problem. Okay, but I believe from someone who's been incarcerated, someone who's had a gun, took it into public, didn't shoot somebody, but could have potentially shot somebody. Okay, I believe that the bigger issue isn't that kids having access to, or people having access to guns. It's the larger issue is people having social isolation problems, not going outside, getting the vitamin D from the sunshine, playing outdoors, eating proper. I always didn't have proper nutrition for myself. Maybe not sleeping properly, especially with the kids nowadays drinking energy drinks a bunch. I think these are more of an issue than just the guns themselves, because the proof and pudding, as they say, is, like I said, that I have cousins who grew up in worse neighborhoods than me. They had access to guns like I did, but they didn't do the same thing. So the question was always in my mind: why did I do what I did and they didn't? And I believe that that's the difference, because they didn't have that social isolation and those other factors. So my point is that it is not, the guns are not the problem. As they say, the people are the problem. Okay? My cousins they could have easily grabbed a gun from, my dad, my house. I think their parents even had guns. Whatever, they could have easily got. Some of my cousins, like I said, grew up in the ghetto. They could have easily got an illegal gun, like I got an illegal gun, no problem. But they didn't. Why? Why are millions of other kids don't go into these schools or stores or theaters or whatever and shoot people, and this kid did? There's millions of other kids who have access to guns. They don't go shoot people. It's not the guns. It's up here. Okay, and so I think that's the larger problem nowadays. It's not the access to guns. It's that nowadays, especially because of COVID, more kids are staying at home. They're not going outside, getting the vitamin D. They're not eating properly. They're drinking energy drinks instead of consuming food, not sleeping properly, and all this affects your mind. And I believe that that's the larger problem. That's more of the cause of these mass shootings than just, oh, there's a lot of guns in the United States. People would just easily want to say, oh, there's the access to guns is too easy. There's too many guns in the United States. That's not the problem. It's not a person being close to the gun, being able to go buy a gun, none of that. It's the mentality of the person is the problem. Like I said, social isolation, all that stuff. That's just my perspective from an ex-con who had a gun. That's what I think. Thanks for watching.